But Thailand's protest leader says there will be no negotiations over allowing access to blockaded ministries and state agencies. Suthep Suban has asked government officials not to contact protest groups, saying they will not negotiate to return the premises. Anti-government protesters have blockaded 7 big intersections in the capital, Bangkok, forcing many ministries and key organizations to close down. The government is now asking them to discuss providing access to the blockaded areas. Thailand is bracing for general elections scheduled for February the 2nd. Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra called the elections in an attempt to appease protesters who are demanding her resignation. Protesters say they want an elected People's Council instead of her administration. Zakaria Ahmad is a political scientist with us now on the line from Kuala Lumpur. Mr. Ahmad, do you think that the administration of Shinawatra has given enough concessions already to the protesters, or do you think it should do more to meet the demands of these demonstrators?
No, I think the government has given enough leverage to the protesters. In fact, I think more than they need to, because the challenge that is coming from the protesters, I think, is not tenable in terms of what they're demanding. First of all, the present government is an elected government, and now they have agreed to have an election again, and therefore I think the protesters should at least abide by this particular process.
So what is keeping these protests alive then, Mr. Ahmed? I mean, it looks like, as you said there, the government has been giving in to a lot of their demands, but the protesters are still defiant, and every day these protests get bigger and bigger and the demands get more and more. So do you think maybe the way that the government has been handling with them has not been the proper way to handle this kind of protest?
Well, you see, the problem now is that although the protesters are growing, there is, on the other side, you have to also understand that people who also are in favor of the government. Basically, I might say the present people are the yellow shirts, and the people who are against them, the red shirts. The red shirts have kept more or less very quiet, thinking that maybe they're hoping that this issue can be resolved in a much more peaceful manner. So, yes, there is some indication of much more support against the government, but I do not believe that this is for something that is getting the support from all over the country. It is quite divided. It is much more of an urban protest rather than a whole nationwide protest.
Mr. Zakaria Ahmad, political scientist with us there on the line from Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmad.